doing, the website, the SEOs. I've been just listening to videos, Pedro and Miles Monroe.
Okay.
Um, haven't been doing really that much other stuff. I haven't done anything on 100x actually,
Okay.
besides just like listening in.
So you never you never went live to tell everybody how awesome you are?
Nothing, no posts, nothing. I
Come
might have
on, man.
liked a couple of pages, I mean, a
Man.
couple of posts from other
Come on,
people.
man. Just put
That's
your
about it.
yo, I was the employee of the year. And, you know, like but more than
Oh,
that,
that's so hard, especially,
mm,
like after
yep.
what I've been gone through, like all these rejections and people not even contacting,
Yeah, wait a
like
second.
not even getting an interview
When you
and
when you get rejected, Lean,
yeah.
whose fault is it?
Well, I mean, it all makes sense when I, after talk to you, and the things you say, it all makes sense. But it's just like emotional side, there's
If
still spoon factors kind of
if they
feel
can't
like
see your value, that's their fault.
it makes sense in my
Yeah,
head,
but it still
but
stings.
it's not really syncing with my heart. And another thing was like I think there's some bitterness, like I because I shared when I enrolled with the Bethel Tech, my situation, my age, the hesitations I'm having because of I kind of know the industry, and I really needed honest feedback from them. And they're like, no problem. These people don't even look at your age, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, do you guys just say that? Or do you have people who know how to place people into jobs, like, actually get into jobs? They're like, yeah, we have, 85% hiring rate, blah, blah, blah. But the 85% hiring rate is based on
Entry
not
level,
even 1 year of schooling,
right?
with WazU, which they teamed up with. Bethel has zero. WazU was less than 1 year, and all of the 85 almost were like the tutors they hired. So it's not really a really true,
It's
statistics.
the same thing as going to like DeVry Tech and getting like some entry level database like network administrator like position.
Right, right,
Yeah.
yeah. But I guess I kind of wanted to believe them. So what I was trying to, to get to was like, I really wanted to believe what they were saying, and I felt like, well, maybe did I make a bad mistake?
Oh,
Shouldn't I? Because I blew like 15,000 for that.
okay.
So that's kind of like, I keep thinking, do I have it in me to make good decisions? I mean, I
Well,
really
all right.
struggle with it.
We do have to like I made some bad decisions in my life, and I'm gonna blame them on the old Sam. It,
Okay,
you
that's a
know,
good one.
little
Blame it
orphan,
on the old man.
little orphan Sammy. That's it,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's just a reality.
Yeah. Right.
Like
Right.
you were pushing, you were striving, you were reaching, you know, you were hoping, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because nothing could happen if I just sit in one place doing nothing, right?
And then
I
like
have to at least keep moving forward.
when you drop this amazing presentation about this communication stack,
Uh-huh.
the people there don't even have the eyes to see what the heck it is. If you gave that presentation at Harvey Mudd or Caltech or Carnegie Mellon or MIT or at some computer science thing,
Uh-huh.
they would be able to recognize the like what it is. But like they're like, what is it? Right? They because it's just it was just not the right context.
Mhm.
And even for like 100xers, they're not gonna get it. You know, I mean, I barely get it. I'm not a programmer. You know, I just need to know what is it, how do we make money with it, and how does it help people make money. Like that's all I want to know. You know, so yeah. Um,
But I do have to give myself credit because, like that I have gone through something that I felt like even before I signed up and enrolled, that, I had no idea how to code, like JavaScript, HTML. I mean, it was like very foreign to me, and at least I.
You learned on-page SEO in one weekend. Okay.
Hey, but you did the tutorial. You gave me a lot of stuff that was really good that I could just follow the steps.
Wow. Take
But
some.
yeah.
Don't talk about why you're so awesome because of the gifts. People only follow me because of the fruit, right? Like if you did on-page SEO for 2 pages and we got nowhere, you'll be like, I don't know what's going on here. Like Sammy sold me on some bag of beans here, right? It is that's the real conversation, right? And I mean, Miles Monroe said, look, people only follow me because of the fruit. I can't take credit for that. I can't even take credit for being obedient. Because literally, God is bending my arm backwards and almost forcing me. And I mean, he's still so gracious though. Right? So when I when I did my live video, I said, you know what makes me awesome is the fact that God has given me gifts. And I'm doing my best to steward them and utilize them. There's no credit that I can take. Because the things, I mean, again, I'm very thankful. I never committed physical adultery, and I never physically hit my wife, and I didn't I didn't do really bad things to my kids, right? But I was an absent dad for 13, 14 years, out of 16. And, my teenage daughter is still kind of a punk. And my youngest daughter already starts saying stuff like, Dad works too much. Taking that into account, and then it's I want you to be the father, shepherd, mentor for this new team that you have. This is challenging every day.
Yeah.
And
you do it so well.
I mean, it's every day. Is it every day? I can wake up and work on websites, and I just have to say, no, you have to sit down and read your Bible. I have to. I know I have to.
Yeah.
And the deeper my spiritual walk gets, the better, And then just yesterday, God's like, I want you to ask your wife, what's one area that she's expert, genius at in spiritual gifting that you stink at? And she recognizes that if I grew in that area, if I learned from my wife, then I let her train and mentor me.
Wow.
And in humility allow that to happen. Then this business and this family team concept that we're doing is not going to grow. And it's like, oh, really, God? He's like, yes, Sam.
That's a tough one, huh?
Tough, but what's the outcome gonna be? It's gonna be better.
Hey, what you just said reminded me of Danny Silk and Sherry Silk. Are you familiar with them?
I just know his name because I think he's the Jesus Culture guy, right?
He's from Bethel. He's one of the three major leaders from Bethel. Him and Chris and Bill, they all kind of grew up together, kind of thing. Well, not Bill, but he, the way he struggled with his marriage and the way they are doing their ministry right now. Oh my God, that totally changed my view for my life. For my my concept of marriage and everything. They set such a great example. I don't know if you have any chance to kind of
I mean, I'm
so good.
I'm 99% in the Miles Monroe stuff. It's been so.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Well, what I was saying was if you talk about like a marriage with where the man and the wife don't really get along well, or had like bad relationships, or weren't really there together.
Mm-hmm.
They were like the best example of that, for the worst case possible for
Right.
anyone. And yeah, so well, I mean, well, I didn't want to take away from what you're saying, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a very. I mean, but I know that did not come from like the devil. That
Mhm.
that thing, that push,
Mhm.
that encouragement to me, that
Mhm.
that came from.
I
It,
see.
yeah. So
Yeah, right.
yeah. All right. So let's.
Definitely not from him.
We're gonna go back, but we're
Okay.
gonna talk about sitemaps. Okay.
Okay.
So you go to search.google.com,
Mhm.
and now you're in the Google Search Console,
Mhm.
right? Now the first thing is, how do you register a website? Okay. You have to install a file manager. Now, are you using LastPass password manager, or you?
No, I'm going to.
Yeah, I would install it because I have so many user IDs. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
So I download a plugin called WP File Manager, and I've
Mhm.
uploaded this one verification file. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
When you register a new URL here, they give you that file. You copy it in, then you click verify, then Google Search Console trusts that you have the rights to manage this. Okay? You got that?
Uh, no.
Okay. You go here, you register a new website, right?
Mhm.
It's going to say, how do I know you own this website, right?
Mhm.
And you choose the right side option. There's left is you have to change the DNS records.
Mhm.
The left change DNS. The right don't change the DNS, right? Say we're going to give you a file. You click download. It downloads to your local drive, right?
What do you mean left and right?
When you add a new URL to Google Search Console, it's going to give you two options.
Okay,
Okay? I don't have any new websites to register,
I see.
but you click add property. Well, let's just see right here. Go to this one, okay?
Oh, I see.
And
URL prefix.
you
Okay.
type it in, and then it
Mhm.
will say, how do you want to verify? I want to verify with the file. You click download, and
Mhm.
it downloads this file. Okay?
Okay.
Then you copy it via WP File Manager to the root. Okay? Once you
Copy to the root.
yeah,
Okay.
once you verify it, it will then give you access to administer Google Search Console for the client.
Okay.
This should not be something you do. This should
Mhm.
be something you give other people direction to do.
Oh,
Okay.
I
So
see.
now let's go on.
Okay.
So now sitemaps, right?
Mhm.
Success, 15 pages. This is what you want to see. Okay? How do you get the link or URL for sitemap? SEO Press sitemap. Okay?
Mhm.
Before we do anything, we'll always click flush all permalinks.
Oh, okay.
We ping Google manually, right? And then we view the sitemap, right? But the
Okay.
sitemap we want to show is this one here, page. Not this is blog post, this is
Okay.
e-commerce, this is blog categories. We want this.
Oh,
You
okay.
click this, you see that all these pages are there?
Mhm.
All you do is copy after the domain slash. Okay? Then you go to sitemaps and you see the domain slash, you press enter and you click submit. After you do all your on-page SEO efforts, this
Mhm.
has to happen. I did this when I was in Boston before I left.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah. We click submit. Churn, and it says success. 15 discovered URLs submitted on 7/23. Okay?
Okay.
That's how you do Google Search Console.
Okay.
Alright? And then these are other sites that I manage in here.
Okay.
Alright?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm kind of tempted to go back to the Vesper and work on the blog content because I didn't really see it. I didn't honestly. I didn't see that
It's
before he
really
told me. Huh?
it's really up to you. I'm gonna have some more work for you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then definitely a new one. Because I thought maybe if you maybe that was it, then I'm instead of just killing time, I'd rather just do it for free. Didn't really care, but hey, you just send me $25. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. And then as soon as we do this review, I'll send you the balance of this one.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, $150. You know, if you make that 30 days a month, that's $4,500, right?
Yeah.
I wish I had work for you every single day.
I wish too.
Well, that's the pray. You gotta pray. God, keep us busy.
I am. I have been.
But so here's the question.
Yeah.
Very, very important question.